What is up, guys? So today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm sorry if my quality is a little bad, just bear with me, the lighting's kind of bad. But today, like I said, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm going to be doing a voiceovers, kind of talking to you guys through what I went and did today. I went fishing on another pond today, not the same one that you've seen in almost every one of my videos, but it was a different one. So I was actually planning on going frog fishing, and that just wasn't going to happen. I mean, it's April, it's a little too early for topwater, but what I was actually going to do after, I just kind of changed up my plans. I was actually just going to start bed fishing. Now, this water from the ponds actually feed from the delta. Like, that's some dirty water, so it was only about, I don't know, 8 to 10 inches of visibility, so I couldn't see the actual beds. Now, the reason I titled this blind bed fishing was because what I did was I just analyzed where certain potholes were in a certain part of marsh that was in the pond. There was actually a whole bunch of vegetation on top, a whole bunch of oxygen running through, but what I did was I saw a whole bunch of potholes from where fish actually blew up on bugs or whatever was running across the top of the water, so I could tell where the beds were at. So what I did was I just kind of guessed and got lucky, and today I actually caught more than one fish. So let's get right into it. Alright, so right here I had switched to Texas rig, 3/8 ounce 5/0 hook with a Reaction Innovations Sweet Beaver on. It was a black and blue color, and I started just flipping really close to the shoreline. About 10 minutes before, I had saw a huge female moving off her bed on really close to the rocks. Like, she was ginormous. If I'm not going to exaggerate here, I was going to say that she's probably 8 to 10 pounds. But as I was saying, she actually was moving off, and I saw her kicking up like some dirt from the rocks as I was walking away. So what I thought was, okay, the fish are shallow, they're obviously not deep, and the big ones are just chilling right now. The females haven't fully moved out for post-spawn yet, so I knew that the males and females were there, so that I knew that I was going to have a better chance of getting a bigger fish. Unfortunately, in this video, I only got the males off the bed, but that was okay, because they were still pretty decent size. So right here, what I'm doing is, first I flip into this one little spot. There's no marsh, no green or anything like that, just a little bit behind it. But I flipped in once, had a whole bunch of bites, just tick, 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 tick. I watched the line run away, set the hook, miss. Go in, pitch again, missed. Go in a third time. I waited about 15 seconds with the fish having this in its mouth. I was like, all right, this fish is gonna swallow it. That's okay. I just gotta let him eat it, because these fish on beds, they're gonna be a little impatient. They're really not gonna want to eat it, but they're trying to get it off their bed. So those repeated ticks that I was feeling, just the bump, up, 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 bump, it was probably it trying to get off the bed. But what I was doing is I was observing if it's actually running with the bait, which is a good idea, and which actually just worked. So the reason these fish actually start walking away with the bait is because maybe there's actually more pressure and higher competition in the body of water, because obviously if they just chill in one spot and they're concentrated, the fish are going to kind of have to take their bait, move away, and not let any other fish like compete for them. So what this fish was doing is he was guarding his bed, and he was trying to eat it to make sure that in case he needed another meal, he was just going to have one. So what I did was I waited 10 to 15 seconds, let him eat it, set the hook, and I finally got him. And this fish was actually a pretty decent size. I would say it was about a pound and a half. Fun, decent sized fish. And he didn't actually swallow it. It was probably in the roof of his mouth, but it came close to going through his eye, which was a little scary. And no fisherman likes doing that. Alright, so moving on to the next fish. My beaver had gotten all worn out. I didn't want to use the rest of them because I'm kind of low right now on sweet beavers. But what I did was I switched to the Missile Baits D-Bomb. It was in California Love color, and with this dirty, really stained water, I thought that red flake and that darker green would come in handy. So what I did was I put that on, and I was thinking, you know, bigger baits, catch bigger bass, I'm going to get a big one, I'm going to land on the bed, I'm going to get a nice female. But total opposite happened. What I did was, I did end up catching a bass, but what I did was I flipped in, felt an immediate tick, set the hook, got the fish. But it was actually a male, and it was actually pretty small, but it had a nice sized belly. So what I was thinking is, this fish wasn't fully protecting its bed, but what it was doing is it wanted to eat and probably stock up before the female left him, and so he had to guard his fry and like not have to leave his bed to go get a meal. So this fish was a little bit smaller, but everything kind of happened like the last fish. Just this one actually wanted to eat it. You can tell by their size too, and this fish It was too bad that he was kind of small because he fought like a champ. But yeah, I actually flipped just like the last one. Went into a little pothole area around this little corner point type thing. We're in this like cove where I was thinking that many fish actually had multiple beds on. I didn't see any fish activity. I did see a small blow up like right in the middle of a mat, like about as soon as I got there. But other than that, it was pretty inactive. So yeah, that's all that's really happened today. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to share, comment. Let me know how you guys are liking these videos. Do recommendations for what you want me to do. Setups, bait, tips and tricks. I'm totally open for question and answer. So yeah, thanks for watching. See ya.